Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of Honestly Biased sports content. How are we doing, folks? What's going on with Maguire, or is that just clickbait, says user? All will be revealed. All will be revealed. Okay, so tonight we're going to be going over Manchester United outgoing news, controversy corner, which Harry Maguire seems to have found himself in, injury updates, the Sesko situation, and Amorim's training methods. And we've got a cheeky bonus segment from Aidan Heaven, who has been speaking to the press recently. So let's start off with Manchester United outgoings. So Manchester United would sell Jadon Sancho for around 20 million euros. That's 17.3 million pounds. However, Juventus have called their interest, apparently. So, obviously, Juventus were seen as one of the teams that would potentially come in for Jadon Sancho. However, it's looking like they've pretty much lost interest, which, can you blame them? Jadon Sancho has been a bad smell at Manchester United for... Has it been 4 years now? Has it been 3 or 4 years? When did Jadon Sancho join Manchester United? Because holy smokes, he's been around for a long time. I think it was 2021, 21-22 season with Solskjaer. But man, Sancho needs to go. Moving on with the outgoings, Alejandro Garnacho is keen on joining Chelsea, which, I mean, just speaks volumes, doesn't it? I mean, apparently he's been keen to join Chelsea since January. So, I mean, the fact that he's so willingly open to joining another Premier League team, even in January when, I mean, I think that's when Amorim first benched Garnacho and Rashford together, if anyone remembers. I think it was for the Manchester City game, the Manchester derby. Garnacho and Rashford were both benched, and I think ever since then, Garnacho's had it in his mind to join Chelsea for whatever reason. I don't know why he would choose to do that, unless just out of pure spite for the club, which, yeah, he's quite quickly destroyed his Manchester United reputation. Good to see you, Keith. Off to Chelsea with Garnacho. Yep. I mean, very fitting name for him, I guess. It's kind of disappointing from Garnacho. I mean, given the fact that he was seen as a star boy at Manchester United and he got so much support behind him, even when obviously the situation with that fan happened, where the fan before the game, I think it's like Planet Faz, whatever he's called, was calling out Jadon Sancho before the game. He got a lot of support there, but the fact that he's so willing and so open to joining a direct rival of Manchester United, there's no surprise that he's lost a lot of love from the fans. But yeah, it's a shame for Garnacho, but it's one of those situations, I guess. Can you blame any team for not looking at Sancho, says Keith? Well, there have been rumours as well that Jadon Sancho may actually be moving to Dortmund again, and they may recoup some interest and sign him for the third time. But I think I saw a report as well saying that Dortmund may actually be reluctant to signing Jadon Sancho because it may come across that they're not very creative in the transfer market, given the fact that they've signed him 3 times, or they would be signing him 3 times if they ended up paying the £17 million asking price that Manchester United have set. It's also ridiculous that he is going for £17 million, given the fact that we signed him for how much? Let's see, how much did we sign? Sancho to United price... 73 million. Yep. So we're going from 70 to 17. That is absolutely ridiculous. Horrendous attitude and high wage demand. That doesn't match his skill level. Yep. That is pretty much summarizing Sancho. I'm beginning to see a trend with all of these big stars that kind of sit out with Manchester United. I mean, you could arguably put Rashford in that bracket. You could put Sancho in that bracket. You could put Garnacho in that bracket, because all of them, you can begin to question their attitude given the fact that they've all tried to force moves away from the club. And they've either publicly come out in interviews or on social media posts. In Jadon Sancho's case, it's all a bit ropey, if you ask me. But moving on to Harry Maguire. So, to answer user, what's going on with Maguire, or is that just clickbait? Harry Maguire is set to not appear in court, but his court date has been set. Harry Maguire's court date for his alleged assault of police officers and attempted bribery in Mykonos. You have to cast your mind back to 2020 for this, 5 whole years ago. After the Euros, Harry Maguire is said to have allegedly assaulted police officers and attempted to bribe them. I don't know if you guys remember this story or not, but it was straight after the Euros when we lost to Italy. He was on holiday with a couple of friends in Mykonos, and he allegedly was saying to police officers about bribing them, saying, "Do you know who I am? I'm the Manchester United captain." And yeah, he's got a court date set for that now, which is great. He's got a court date set on the 8th of October, 2025. So Harry Maguire won't have to appear in court, but that's when his court date's set. So I'd imagine he's obviously got lawyers who will be appearing in court for him as his representatives. So yeah, stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to hear the latest on Harry Maguire and his antics in Mykonos and what that means for his future at Manchester United. Obviously, I doubt it's going to be anything serious. Probably slap on the wrist. But I don't know. Assaulting police officers, if that's proven and he's guilty of that, I'd imagine that's a pretty serious crime. So we'll have to wait and see. But to add on top of that, he does have a lot of money as well. And as we know, rich people don't tend to actually face any punishment. Let's move over to injury updates. So, injury updates. We have got Lisandro Martinez, Joshua Zirkzee, and Andre Onana all back in light training at Manchester United's base in Chicago, which is good news. Fortunately, I don't see Martinez being rushed back to play for the side, given the fact he has quite a ropey injury record himself. So I think Martinez will be eased back into the squad. Doubt he'll be available for the first game of the season. It was predicted that Martinez would be back in January, but ever since Amorim's come in, I don't know what doctors he's brought in, but they are doing the Lord's work at the moment because they seem to be helping us out quite a bit. In terms of Zirkzee, he could potentially be available for the first game of the season, maybe on the bench, involved in the squad somehow. But yeah, and Onana, Andre Onana has an outside chance of returning for Manchester United's final pre-season friendly against Fiorentina at Old Trafford next week. God bless him if he is available for that game, because we all know the memes of Onana playing in a game against David De Gea. Oh, Lord help him. He is not going to have a good day on the internet for that day as Onana. He should be available for the Premier League opener at home to Arsenal, says Chris Wheeler of the Daily Mail. So I'd imagine Zirkzee will be back maybe for the first game of the Premier League season in the squad. I'd imagine Onana will be available for that game as well. If not starting, then on the bench. I mean, talking about goalkeepers, Tom Heaton is making a strong claim to to start for us in our opening game, with Bayendir looking a bit shaky. Onana could potentially be available, but he wouldn't have had a pre-season. So I don't know if Amorim's going to go with him if he hasn't had ample time to train, just in case that injury could come back for Onana. So yeah, I think Tom Heaton should realistically start the Premier League season opener against Arsenal, which is a big statement given the fact he is now, how old's Tom Heaton? I guess I'm 38. He's 39 years old. Wow. So Tom Heaton is 39 years old and he could be starting the Premier League campaign with Manchester United. Moving on to, let's see here. Moving on to the Sesko situation. Fabrizio Romano, it's been a bit of a quiet day for the Sesko situation, although there are a few cogs in motion at the moment. So, Manchester United informed RB Leipzig about plan to bid for Sesko, also to show evidence to the player that he's their top priority as a new striker now. Sesko will decide in the next few days with Man United and Newcastle proposals on the table. Given the fact that Newcastle have essentially told Liverpool to bog off with their approach to Isaac, saying that they're actually not interested in a £110 million bid, if you can believe it. I don't know if that's a negotiation tactic from Liverpool, given that they've said that they're not interested in negotiating any further with Newcastle for Isaac. But should Newcastle stick with Alexander Isaac, then surely they're not going to put another bid in for Sesko. So that just opens the door straight up to Sesko. Either way, we have seen a bunch of reports saying that Sesko is more interested in Manchester United than Newcastle, despite Champions League football, which, who can blame him? Who can blame him? We should have sold, Bruno says Safer. Safer, you are high right now. Please get off for drugs. Drugs are bad, kids, okay? So get off for drugs, Safer. And yeah, just that's all I can say to you. But moving on with Sesko. So a report has also come out from Craig Hope of the Daily Mail saying Newcastle are likely to make a move for Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins. Talks also remain ongoing over a deal for Brentford's Johan Wissa. Benjamin Sesko was their top target, but Manchester United have now made a move for the Slovenian. So, unfortunately for Newcastle, they've been absolutely bodied in this summer transfer window. They are clutching onto straws at the moment to keep Isaac. I've seen some Newcastle fans say that they want at least 150 mil for Isaac, which is absolutely mind-blowing given that they've just rejected 120 mil bid plus add-ons. Yeah, I'm just shocked by that. But either way, if for whatever reason Isaac stays at Newcastle, that would be the ideal situation for us, because obviously Liverpool don't get Isaac and they're not going to be looking for a striker. So Sesko is all but ours, even though he is ours anyway, because he absolutely wants to come to Manchester United. If you haven't already, folks, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. Got to keep the YouTube overlords happy and the lights on at Old Truthford Incorporated. We are going to be going live with Manchester United updates every single day at 7 till 8 o'clock. So, yeah, come join the community. We also do watch-alongs for every single Manchester United match. But moving on, let's go through to another report regarding Sesko and Højlund. Ilmi, hello. Long time no see, Ilmi. Hope you're doing well, man. So, Rasmus Højlund is likely to leave if a deal is reached for Benjamin Sesko, either through a sale or a loan. So, yeah. I mean, that's not realistically breaking news for us. I mean, given the fact that we are linked to Sesko, it makes sense that if we pull in a striker, then Højlund will be heading out. I doubt Højlund heading out would be a loan, though. I think a lot of fans would be happy with that, given that the fan base seems to be kind of split on Højlund right now. They don't know whether to sell him or keep him. I may actually do a poll on the Instagram, so if you haven't followed the Instagram as well, for all the latest United updates, I do post on there every single day, multiple times, so check out the Instagram. But yeah, the idea that Højlund could go on loan, I think a lot of fans would be happy with, because some fans are very adamant that Rasmus Højlund should be kept, not just put on loan, but he should also be kept. So yeah, me personally, I think Højlund needs to be sold. I think a swap deal with Benjamin Sesko would make a lot of sense, given the fact that we're in for Donnarumma as a goalkeeping option. The way I see it is, say that we sell Rasmus Højlund to Leipzig in a swap deal, we get Sesko. That means that we only spend realistically around 40 million euros on Sesko. Then we can use that money that we would have spent on the full fee on Sesko to bring in a new keeper, to bring in Donnarumma, which I think would be just ridiculously good business. But let's see if Christopher Vival can get things in motion. If you haven't already, folks, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be going live every single day from 7 p.m. British summertime to 8 p.m. covering the latest transfer news. Let's see what you're saying in the chat, Ilmi. Let's hope Sesko will be good, but Rasmus will stay 100%. You think Rasmus will stay? I honestly think Rasmus swap deal is going to happen. I think Amorim's going to have to sit him down, have a chat, tell Rasmus he's not going to get much game time, and obviously the World Cup's coming up. All players want game time. I think it's going to be a hard conversation, but Rasmus is going to have to come to terms with it. Yeah, been busy with life, man. Hope all's good, man. It's a good time seeing you. Onana equals out. Yeah, Onana's got to go. Onana's got to go. I doubt he's going to go this summer because there's been absolutely no news on him leaving whatsoever. So, yeah, highly doubt that Onana will make much movement this summer, but in the future, he's got to go. Let's see here now as well. Manchester United. Oh, yeah, if you want to hear a funny story, guys. Manchester United. So this is from Pletty Goal. Based on this report alone, I am never going to take anything that they say seriously ever again. Pletty Goal have said Manchester United recently inquired about Alexander Isak, but he rejected the move as he only wants Liverpool. Now, if anyone in their right mind believes this report, like, Liverpool fans are going to want to believe it because they're going to want to think, oh, okay, we got rejected by Isak. They're going to want to believe it's true. But guys, if anyone in their right mind believes that Manchester United went in for Isak when Newcastle are reportedly demanding 140 to 150 million pounds, you need to get your head checked. You need to give your head a wobble, because oh my god, there's no way that Manchester United actually went in for Isak. Like, that just defies all logic. That did not happen. Ilmi, I want De Gea back. What about you? I mean, it would be good to have him back for sentimental value, but then again, I think he left with a good legacy. I mean, he was always loyal to the club. He deserves to just relax in Italy now, man. He deserves to just relax. Obviously, he's better than Onana. There's no question about ability, but yeah, no. Let De Gea just rest in peace. Let's move on, though, to Amorim's training methods. So, guys, Amorim has banned all cameras essentially from United training sessions or behind closed door training sessions. So, let me read out the reports here and give me your thoughts. So, Manchester United have not put on a full open training session as they have done on previous tours due to the sheer amount of tactical work Amorim has presided over. Club media's lenses have not even been permitted entry for those sensitive segments. Do you know how insane that is, guys? Even the club officials So the club photographers, club videographers are not allowed to enter these training sessions. I mean, that is just beautiful, isn't it? We've been waiting for this for so long, because how long... I doubt there's even going to be too many leaks next season, guys. I think the stuff that comes out to the media will come out by design. I don't think they're going to be... I don't think they're going to be just released automatically like they have been in seasons gone by. And yeah, it's good to see that Amorim is actually being given the control over these things, and that Sir Jim's given him the control over them, because I think in years gone by, people would probably frown upon that, but Amorim blocking out all of the cameras so he can work on tactical work is a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. Ilmi agrees. I like this, to be honest, as someone has been snitching for years. Yep, they indeed have. Also, another positive, to just tie Garnacho into that. Also, another positive of Garnacho leaving. No more leaks. No more leaks to his brother. No more Twitter fingers. It's going to be a very peaceful season, I hope. But then, given the fact that this is Manchester United, we'll never know if this will be a peaceful season. Just touching on that, all cameras, including Manchester United's, have been banned by Ruben Amorim during tactical sessions, in which he literally shows the players where he wants them to position themselves on the field at every moment. So it's understandable why he wouldn't want cameras to release that, because, I mean, if he's showing the players literally a play-by-play on every single moment of the match, I want you to be here, I want you to stand right here, I want you to stand right there. I mean, opposition could use that against us. So big shout out to Ruben Amorim, absolute rude boy, for getting these bloody journalists out and these cameras out. Shout out to him. But yep, that was an air horn. What other reports do we have? So Manchester United players were sent specific fitness programs, as reported on earlier, to follow on their holidays, and it was clear from the data recorded by United sports science staff, that's a bit of a tongue twister, on their return, that they had done as they were told. So basically, all the Manchester United players were given a specific training module, and they've all stuck to it based on the data from pre-season. So there haven't been any stragglers. There haven't been anyone ordering chips and fries. I'm looking at you, Luke Shaw. Everyone is going by the playbook of Ruben Amorim, which is good to see. It's good to see that all the players are engaged with it. It's good to see that nobody's cutting any corners. And yeah, very happy with that, with the squad. I mean, you could also look at it from another side and just be like, well, they're professional athletes that get paid like millions every year, and they're doing exactly what they're told. Whoop-de-doo. But we know that, obviously, standards have slipped at Manchester United, and it looks like Amorim is raising those standards right back up. If you haven't, folks, drop a like on the video. It really helps the streams grow. And also, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be going live every single night from 7 till 8 p.m. So yeah, there's going to be lots of United updates, lots of United news, and I appreciate all of you tuning in right now. Thank you very much. Who plays OSM? Will understand. Robin activated secret training. I'm lost, mate. I'm lost. I'm not gonna lie. I don't play OSM, but sounds like you got some inside jokes there. But yeah, Manchester United. So overall, just to recap, we've gone over so far United's outgoings, with Jadon Sancho's asking price being £17 million. We've got Alejandro Garnacho, who's keen on a Chelsea move, and has been keen on a Chelsea move since bloody January, which is snaky behaviour in my books. Controversy corner, we've got Harry Maguire's court date has been set on the 8th of October, where he's not set to appear in court, but his representatives are set to go and represent him for that Mykonos incident after the Euros, where England lost against Italy, and Maguire is alleged to have assaulted police officers and attempted to bribe them, allegedly saying that he was the Manchester United captain at the time, and he tried to get out of the arrest by bribing the police officers. Injury updates: Lisandro Martinez, Joshua Zirkzee, and Andre Onana are all back in light training at United's base in Chicago. Andre Onana has an outside chance of returning for Manchester United's final pre-season friendly against Fiorentina, which God bless him if he does, because there's going to be a lot of memes about Onana facing David De Gea. So hopefully for his sake, he takes that one off. And Fabrizio Romano has updated us, but Manchester United have informed RB Leipzig about a plan to bid for Sesko. They're also presenting evidence to the player to let him know and assure Sesko himself that he is our top priority. So Sesko still has to make the decision on whether he wants to join Manchester United, the greatest team to have ever played the beautiful game, or Newcastle United, way up for Geordies. Newcastle are likely to make a move for Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins should Alexander Isak leave. Talks also remain ongoing over a deal for Brentford's Johan Wissa. Benjamin Sesko was their top target, but Manchester United have now made a move for the Slovenian. Realistically, we're hoping Isak stays at at Newcastle. We're hoping Isak stays at Newcastle. We're hoping Liverpool miss out on Isak, and then we're hoping that because Newcastle keep Isak, we can just slide in and take Sesko. But I think we're going to slide in anyway, because realistically, why would Sesko want to join Newcastle United over Manchester United? That would be absolute insanity. Let's see here as well. Guys, if you haven't dropped a like already, please drop a like on the video. It really helps boost the channel. We are going to be going live every single night from 7 till 8 p.m. So please be sure to subscribe as well for the freshest, latest, honestly biased Manchester United content. Where were we? Let me just catch up with the chat here. Online Soccer Manager. Plan to bid for Sesko with what? A can of beans and goodwill? No, we are actually going to bid with Højlund, believe it or not, Christian. Christian is our resident Chelsea troll. For all of you new to the stream, he does pop in sometimes. Ilmi, it's weird United blocked all cameras, but United channel posted a video 3 hours ago. Also, Ferdinand, YouTube title was Inside United Training 7 hours ago. So that's the difference, Ilmi. Like, those are open training sessions, but the report says Manchester United have not put on a full open training session. So basically, there will be bits where Amorim allows the press in to obviously record, so then like the Manchester United YouTube channel can stay alive. But in terms of a full training session, usually during preseason, it would be from like start to finish. So from warm-ups to tactical stuff to this to that, everything would be shown. But Amorim's letting, like, I don't know, the warm-ups being shown where it's just like them kicking a ball in a circle, doing a rondo. But when it comes to tactical work, Amorim is not letting them see absolutely anything, which I absolutely love. Ilmi, I will not let any video. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, the United YouTube channel's got to survive somehow, mate. I mean, the presenters can't carry it all themselves. But yeah, catching up on the latest news. So all cameras, including Manchester United's, have been banned by Ruben Amorim during tactical sessions in which he literally shows the players where he wants them to position themselves on the field at every moment. So from now on, when we're watching United games, we know those players have literally been told by Amorim in every given situation, I want you to stand here, I want you to stand there, Luke Shaw, I want you to stay on the bench. And yeah, he has instructed them all. So if you ever see Amorim absolutely sweating buckets on the touchline when someone's out of position and he's pointing at them, that's because somebody is messing up. Gentlemen, ladies and gents, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. Got to keep the YouTube overlords happy and the lights on at Old Truthford Incorporated. All of your likes, all of your subscriptions really do help the channel grow. So appreciate you all tuning in. We are going to be going live every single night from 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. So yeah, feel free to tune in for all the latest new United content. Let's see here. So, United players were sent specific fitness programs, just to recap, to follow on their holidays, and it was clear from the data recorded by United sports science staff on their return that they had done as they were told. I mean, professional athletes sticking to a diet plan. You gotta love it. And finally, our final segment of tonight, we are just going to be going over Aiden Heaven, who has come out with a few comments which are quite interesting, to be honest. I do like to see comments from youngsters and more experienced members of the squad. I don't like these middle players when they do interviews, because it seems like they're too PR trained at that point and they don't really give us much information. For example, Diogo Dalot, I am not paying attention to a single quote he says about preseason, because if anyone will remember, before last season, Diogo Dalot, last season under Ten Hag, by the way, when Diogo Dalot did an interview with Rio Ferdinand, he said, "This squad is completely different. We've completely clicked. Everything's amazing. We're really going places under Ten Hag." And then we went on to sack him 2 months later, and the squad completely broke up, with Marcus Rashford threatening to bloody go on the bench and Garnacho going on the bench. So I do not believe a word Diogo Dalot says. That is rule number one. Let's see here. We'll just move on to the Heaven comments. Let's see. So Højlund, is he a part of the deal? The price increases. You're an absolute troll, Christian. I'm guessing the deal would be around Højlund plus 20-30 mil for Sesko, if I'm being realistic. But if we're not being realistic and we actually get what he's worth, then it should be Højlund and 20 million euros. That's what I think it should be. Ilmi, we have you for YouTube. They should focus more on football than YouTube videos. Very true, Ilmi, very true. You do have me for YouTube. They should close down the United YouTube channel. Any comments on victim Gyökeres already flopping at Asna admin? I mean, we dodged a bullet, didn't we? We dodged a bullet. He looks like he's a bit chunky, man. I don't know why, if it's just an optical illusion with the Arsenal shirt. But Victor Gyökeres, if that's how you say his name, he looks very chunky. He looks very lackadaisical. Doesn't look like he's got a lot of pace or anything like that. I'm not seeing positive signs right now. So it's a worrying time to be an Arsenal fan. And given the fact that they just got slapped up by not by Arsenal, they got slapped up by Tottenham 1-0 to lose a trophy, that is poor form. That is very poor form. Sporting said on Twitter, no refund. Mate. Yeah, I'm actually kind of happy we dodged that Gyökeres signing. I mean, maybe it would have been good for us because he knows Amorim's system, so could have slotted in straight away, but he looks very clunky. Looks like a guy who's still learning his body mechanics, if anything. But yeah, moving on to the Heaven comments. Let me just cover this, guys, and I'll get back to the chat. So, Aiden Heaven comments on squad morale. So this is a few of his quotes. He said, "We're a really tight bunch. It gets tighter every month, and we're like brothers in the changing room, and I love it. If I'm being honest, so we're only going to get a tighter bond between us." Aiden Heaven on the start of the season. "I can't wait. I'm looking forward to the first game of the season and for us to show the fans what we can do, me included. And yeah, we can't wait. Before the games, we all have a team talk. Mentally, we have to be ready. It's not just a physical game. We're a really tight bunch. It gets tighter every month. We're like brothers in the changing room. And I love it, to be honest." So just recapping that. So yeah, I mean, obviously reports have come out as well about Amorim really making the most of preseason and making the bunch really tight together. But I mean, Aiden Heaven, he seems like he means what he says, and it does look like there is actually a brotherhood forming from Amorim, which is one of his strong points as a coach. He is known for creating that family identity. When he was leaving Sporting Lisbon, I mean, players were reportedly crying, and yeah, when Ugarte, I think when he left Sporting Lisbon, I think there may be a video out there of him crying when he left for PSG, which goes to show like the bond that he creates with his players and with the team. So big shout out to Ruben Amorim. And yeah, it's good to see that the youngsters are feeling that bond as well. Heaven only coming in for 1 million, could potentially be starting the Premier League opener. I doubt it though. I do think that the back three will be Harry Maguire, De Ligt, and Yoro, but Heaven is an outside shout for starting our opening game. Imagine if Heaven actually starts against his former club Arsenal though. I think that would be a lot of pressure to put on the youngster, because you know that the Arsenal fans on Twitter are just going to be waiting for Heaven to mess up in some way, some form or fashion. But yeah, those are all the updates, lads. Let me just catch up on the chat. Sporting said on Twitter, no refund. Oh man. It's pre-season, man. I hope that we will at least win 5 in a row for the guy to cut his hair. I want to see how long he can physically grow that for before it just... Like, it's surely a burden right now. I think you're talking about United Strand, right, Ilmi? It's... Yeah, what he's doing is absolutely insane. It's a good idea, though. Good idea for content. I'm here for it. But, yeah, no, very interesting... from all of the latest updates. I'm just going to check Twitter to see if we've missed anything. But yeah, if not, if there's any talking points that you guys want to bring up, let me know, and we can cover it on the show if I've missed anything. There have been a few academy players who have gone out on loan. So Jack Morehouse, for example, he's just signed a new contract and he's gone on his first loan spell. So I believe he's going to... Is it Leyton Orient? Let's see. Where's Jack Morehouse? Well, that report has just completely vanished off the face of the earth. But yeah, Jack Morehouse has signed a new contract with United and he's gone on loan. But it has been a fairly quiet day for any transfer news. We are going to be waiting to see what happens with Sesko in the coming days, as United are set to place their official bid. It'll be interesting to see how much they actually go in for. But yeah, going to be very interesting to see what happens there. I hope we will get a goalkeeper. So goalkeepers that we've been linked to, we're looking at Le Mans, potentially Nick Pope, given that Newcastle have just signed Aaron Ramsdale. We could put a bid in for him as well. I don't like Onana at all, says Ilmi. Yeah, realistically, Onana should have been sold this summer, but given the fact that other areas were more important, let's say, I think Onana will survive at least until January or next summer. It is ridiculous that he's still here, if I'm being honest. If I'm being perfectly honest, it's ridiculous that Onana is still here. But those are the latest updates, folks. We will be doing a live stream for Man United v Everton on Sunday. I believe that's at 10 o'clock. Let's have a double check. Or double look. Yep, 10 o'clock on Sunday. We will be doing a live for that. We will also be going live tomorrow around the same time, 7 till 8, covering all the latest United updates from today. So if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and yeah, let's see what we've got in store. As for the Everton game itself, everyone is available. Cunha missed out on the last game due to fatigue, but he should be available for this next game against Everton. I think Xerxes is hoping to be available for this game, but if not, he won't be involved in the squad. And Mbeumo as well. We're going to be seeing Mbeumo's debut, hopefully, against Everton. He did come out publicly saying that he was ready, saying that he wanted to play, but doubt Amorim's gonna risk him too soon if he's not ready. I don't like Onana at all. Also, the Turkish goalie is not so good. Bayındır, yeah, I mean, I think he had his moment in a United shirt when he saved the penalties against Arsenal in the FA Cup last season. Bayındır needs to be gone as well. Both of them need to go. They're butterfingers. They were brought in by Ten Hag, the coach with arguably the worst talent ID in history. So yeah, Ten Hag, yeah, these players need to go. Speaking of Ten Hag, I wanted to see how Leverkusen are getting on. So they lost 5-1 to Flamengo under 20s, but they did well against VfL Bochum. Who the hell are VfL Bochum? Are they in? Okay, they're in the second league, the second German league. They beat them 2-0, but very interested to see how Ten Hag gets on at Bayer Leverkusen. I did feel bad for him when he did go, because I think we could have done better in that season. But now that Amorim has had extra time with the squad, it's actually been a blessing in disguise. Imagine De Gea and Romero. Don't take me back, Ilmi. Don't take me back to Europa League days. Now 2 wooden sticks. If we could sign 2 goalkeepers, like, I don't know, maybe a Donnarumma and a Lahrmann, I think that would be like insane business. I think United fans would lose their heads over that business being done. I mean, say that we somehow sold Onana to Saudi, Bayındır back to Turkey, and then we had the funds because we sold Højlund to Leipzig in the swap deal with Sesko to sign both Donnarumma and Lahrmann as a younger understudy keeper. Oh my god, guys. I think I would genuinely I'd lose my head. I'd lose my head. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We've got Cunha, we've got Mbeumo, we're gonna get Sesko. We still need to find a midfielder. No idea who we're going in for midfield. There's been no reports on that. And yeah, it's been a completely open book in terms of midfielders. If anyone has any ideas for midfielders, drop it in the chat. Let me know. But yeah, I think we're probably gonna close the show there, folks. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We are going to be going live every single day. And if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. It really does help the channel grow. And yeah, we really support your... we really appreciate your support. And this is just the beginning for Old Truthford. We are a relatively new channel in the United space. But we've been doing this for years. Live stream for all of the latest news and updates will be going on tomorrow from 7 till 8 p.m. And we will be doing a live stream for Everton v Man United in the Premier League Summer Series tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Palmer. Ilmi, you think we're going to go for Palmer in the midfield? I don't think you could have like Palmer and Bruno in the midfield, bro. That'd be insane. And also, where's the money coming from, bro? Come on. Where's the money coming from? Just gonna see Twitter just for some final thoughts now before we close the show. So Ethan Wheatley has also gone on loan. I want to see. I think he's gone to. Is it him that's gone to Leyton Orient? So Ethan Wheatley, young forward. Oh no, he's gone to Northampton Town, and I think it's Jack Morehouse who has gone to Orient after signing a new lengthier contract with Manchester United. They have the money. They are billionaires. GoFundMe. I mean, don't know about them. Need to set up a GoFundMe for Old Truthford. But yeah, no. We will close the show there, folks. I do appreciate you all tuning in. And yeah, loving doing this live streaming every night. It's actually quite good to stay in touch with the fan base, as well as plugging in with all the latest United news. Biggest news from today, most likely the fact that Harry Maguire has his representatives who have to appear in court on the 8th of October. Garnacho wants Chelsea. Sancho is going to cost £17 million for any club that's interested in him. Joshua Zirkzee, Andre Onana, and Lisandro Martinez are all in light training. Sesko bid will be happening in the next couple of days. And finally, Amorim has completely banned cameras. Or, well, not banned cameras. He's not completely banned cameras. He's banned cameras when it comes to a full open training session with the squad. So he is taking tactical work very seriously. And we are seeing the rewards of that on the pitch, given the latest results. So hopefully we can carry it on against Everton. But yeah, for now, hope you all have a delightful evening. Hope you all have a delightful weekend. And hopefully see you live tomorrow from 7 till 8 p.m. But for now, Godspeed.